There are utensils in Kenyan homes that do not belong to the family. They are not ours. We were just storing them. You know the ones. Cups that stayed in the cabinet for years, plates wrapped like museum artifacts. Some of us grew up thinking those things were decorations. Then one day, visitors arrive, and suddenly those utensils come out, clean, shining, untouched by childhood trauma. And right there, before anyone even sits down, you already understand why Kenyans are so welcoming. In Kenya, visitors don't just enter the house, they trigger a system. The moment someone knocks, the volume of the TV reduces, everyone sits up straight, the house suddenly, magically, looks cleaner than it did 5 minutes ago. And even if the visitor was not expected, it doesn't matter. You're welcomed the same way. Because in Kenya, visitors are not an inconvenience, they are an event. Now let's talk about Kenyan mothers. Because the hospitality you see today was trained into us aggressively. The moment visitors arrive, your mother turns into a public relations manager. You receive instructions at lightning speed. Kaa vizuri. For foreigners, that means sit properly. Usifanye fujo. That means don't misbehave. Usiniaibishe. That means don't embarrass me, and by extension, don't embarrass this family. And suddenly things change. You are not allowed to run. You are not allowed to shout. You are not allowed to exist freely. But at the same time, you're allowed to drink juice you've never seen before. Biscuits appear out of nowhere. Snacks you thought were rumors suddenly exist. Visitors did not just bring company, they brought benefits. Another thing about Kenya is that food is not a suggestion. It is a requirement. If you visit a Kenyan home and nobody offers you food, please check on them. Something is wrong. Even when there's nothing, something will be found. Tea will appear. Leftovers will be reheated confidently. Someone will just step out for a minute and return with drinks and food. And then, let's not forget our ugali. Ugali, which is basically mashed maize, is one of the most honest foods on the planet. At home, it is simple, but in a high-end hotel, it is suddenly rustic African starch, hand-molded. Same thing, different confidence. And when visitors are around, they get the biggest piece. Meanwhile, someone says, sisi tutakula baadaye, meaning we will eat later. That later never comes. But hospitality has already been delivered. Visitors in any Kenyan home are upgraded automatically. Best seat, visitor. Best room, visitor. The fan, visitor. Charging socket nearest to the wall, the visitor. And nobody complains. Even children understand. You don't sit there. That's for visitors. Visitors are treated like VIPs without ever being told they are VIPs. No announcement, no explanation. It's just how things are done. The interesting thing is, Kenyan hospitality is not loud. There's no announcement like, look how welcoming we are. No. It just happens. No cameras, no clout, no hashtags. Just quiet consistency. Because from childhood we were taught, if someone comes to your home, they must be comfortable. Underline the word comfortable. Not impressed, not entertained, comfortable. This is why, even when outside the home, Kenyans feel welcoming. Someone asks for directions, they don't just point. They escort, sometimes halfway, sometimes all the way. Sometimes they just join you for the journey. Strangers talk easily, help is offered casually. It's not because Kenyans are overly friendly. It's because we don't see people as strangers first. We see them as people first. So despite technology, stress, and modern life, this habit survived. Whether in apartments, in cities, in villages, you'll see it. Someone offering a seat, someone sharing food, someone helping without being asked. It's not perfect, but it's human. And once you experience it, you feel it. So when people ask why Kenyans are so welcoming, it's not because we are trying to impress anyone. It's because we were raised that way. Raised to open doors, raised to share what we have, raised to make space. And maybe that's why when people come to Kenya, it doesn't feel like visiting a country. It feels like visiting people. And somehow, it feels like home.